Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, I guess I should say tonight, I'm in the kitchen. I have my calendula that I harvested. It's been in this oil for a while. So what I did is I went out to my garden and I picked all my calendula, I threw them in the dehydrator, and then I put them in sunflower oil. Sunflower oil itself is very nourishing for your skin. So imagine putting calendula in that and letting it sit for months and months and months. So that is what this is. This beautiful mixture of calendula and sunflower oil. We're gonna make Calendula Salve. I've had this stuff since last year and I'm finally getting around to doing it. Chris is in the bedroom doing a class on something car related and I am in the kitchen making Calendula Salve. So first thing you need to do is you need to strain this. So I just have another mason jar with some cheesecloth and I'm just gonna pour it in. That is what it looks like. You'll see it's still dripping out of there. So I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes so all that oil can go down in the jar. Sometimes you might need to strain it through again, but that looks beautiful. Kind of looks like somebody peed in a mason jar, but it looks beautiful. I went ahead and helped it out. I gave it a little squeeze. Squeeze it into my mason jar really good, and my hands are covered, but before I wash it off I am going to rub it all in my hands to absorb that wonderful calendula infused sunflower oil. So my oil is in the pan. I have it on a medium heat. You could also do this in a double broiler. Fill your pot with water, stick a bowl on top, your oil and your beeswax. So for every cup of oil, you're gonna use a quarter cup of beeswax. I had the perfect 3 cup. So I'm gonna use 3/4 cup. These are the beeswax I have. They're just organic beeswax pellets. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoop out 3/4 cups of these. And then you're gonna just stir it up. It actually melted very, very quickly. So when your mixture is all nice and combined and melted, this is when you wanna add any extras that you're putting in to your salve. I am going to do some lavender essential oil, just to give it that extra boost when it's helping your skin. Some people put vitamin E in. I'm just gonna eyeball it when it comes to the oil. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pour this into my 4-cup measuring cup. And you'll see with the beeswax we have just over 3 cups. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this out quick because that beeswax will harden up and it will be a pain in the ass to get out of that pan. So while that pan is filling up with hot water, I'm gonna show you the tins that I'm gonna be putting it in. So these are 2-ounce tins. There is 24 in a box, and I wanna say they were fairly inexpensive. So I started with 12. I'm gonna see how many it fills up. So you'll see some of them are already starting to solidify. So once that cools down, you're gonna tell. You're gonna be able to tell that it's cooled down. Put your lid on. I am gonna get some twine and wrap it around it, and I'm probably gonna make some handmade gift tags to put on the tins and give away to friends and family. Maybe try to sell. I'm not 100% sure. I got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 2-ounce tins out of 3 cups of oil. So I don't think that is too terrible. So if you don't know about calendula, this is my harvest from the last couple of weeks. I just put them in my dehydrator and put them in a jar. Once that jar gets filled up, by the end of the season, I'll probably put them in oil again. And you can put them in whole and put your oil in. You can pick the petals off and diffuse it that way. And the longer it sits, the better. You can use olive oil. A lot of people use olive oil. I use sunflower oil just because the properties in sunflower oil are amazing as well. And then pair it with the calendula and the lavender. So I'm gonna use this on my face. I have super sensitive lips. If I'm out in the sun for too long, they get burned and they get raw, and it is terrible. So instead of the steroid cream that the doctor is giving me, I'm gonna try Calendula Salve. So you can apply this Calendula Salve topically, and it is good for skin rashes, wounds, cuts, diaper rash, or even cradle cap. Just massage it right into the area. So if you don't have this book, I highly recommend it. You need all the herbs growing in your garden. There's a whole section on calendula. So if you haven't grown calendula in your garden, I highly, highly recommend it. You can neglect it. She is not a fussy flower. Not only is calendula good for cuts and scrapes and burns, it helps promote cell repair and growth. So you're gonna heal a lot quicker. So please, please, please grow yourself some calendula and make this salve, and I promise you will not be disappointed. 1 cup of oil, 1/4 cup of beeswax, melt it, put your essential oil in if you want and vitamin E, pour it in your tins, let it cool, wrap it up, gift it, whatever. It's that easy. You saw how quick that was. It literally took me not even 15 minutes. I think it took me longer to wash my dishes than it did to pour that into tins. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen on this nice summer night. I am happy to be able to have the windows open. Today it was like 60 degrees. It was wonderful. Fall is coming. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.